Let's cook dinner. Welcome to my channel. This is Minnie Moving Mountains. My name is Minnie, and this is my series called Mini Meals. Disclaimer, I am not a professional chef, nor am I a nutritionist. I'm just a girl in her moo-moo who cooks every single night for her husband so you can learn how to cook, change up your meals for the week, or just give you something positive to watch. There is no fancy lighting, no fancy editing, and no fancy makeup. Just me showing you the things that I'm passionate about, which is cooking and baking, my weight loss journey, and crafts. I have my handy dandy recipe notebook. Today is January 14th, 2026, meal number 9 of my Mini 100 series. 100 meals and 100 workouts to start off the first half of our 2026. On today's episode, we're having Colombian Bistec a la Criolla with jasmine rice, kidney beans, and cilantro. For the full video, you can find it on my YouTube channel, which is Minnie Salvant. For short form content, you can find it on my TikTok and my Lemonade at Minnie Moving Mountains. And all of my recipes are written on my website, www.minimeals.com. I'm going to go ahead and flip around the camera because I assure you, there's nothing fancy going on here. I want to focus on what you came here for, which is the food, and showing you how to cook this meal. So I'm going to go ahead and flip around the camera. Let's move mountains together and let's get cooking. For this recipe, you're going to need ranch steaks, red pepper that are diced into cubes, 1 yellow onion. Half of it is going to be cut into slices, and the other half is going to be diced. 1 can of kidney beans with its liquid, 3/4 cup of jasmine rice, half a cup of tomato paste, diced carrots. This is 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of this is beef bouillon paste, watered down to make it liquidy, and cilantro that is roughly chopped. To our stovetop, we're going to have 2 burners, both of them on medium heat. One is a medium pot and one will be a large pan. To a medium pot on medium heat, you're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter. Add your rice, 1 1/4 cup of water, 1/4 teaspoon of both salt and pepper. Mix well and bring this to a boil. Once this has come to a boil, you're going to reduce your heat to low. Cover. I have my white timer, which is for my stovetop, and we're going to simmer it on low heat for 15 minutes. For the steak, you're going to make sure to cut against the grain, cutting it into thin slices. To a medium pot on medium or a medium pan on medium heat, you're going to add a neutral oil. This is olive. To your pan, you're going to add your diced red pepper, diced onion, carrots, half of the cumin powder, 1/4 teaspoon of both salt and pepper. Mix well. The blue timer is for my induction burner. You're going to cook the vegetables for 4 minutes. Let's marinate our steak. To a bowl, you're going to add your steak, sliced onion, cumin powder, onion powder, garlic powder, and Dijon mustard. I'm going to do this off camera so I can use an offset spatula because I am doing this one-handed. And both 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. You're going to mix to combine. Once it's combined, you're going to set aside until we're ready to cook. Once your vegetables have cooked, you're going to add your beans with the liquid, beef bouillon paste, half of the cilantro, tomato paste, season. This is 1/4 teaspoon of salt, pepper, all-purpose seasoning, garlic powder, paprika, chili flakes, and half a teaspoon of sugar. Add 1/4 cup of water. Mix well. Cover. Simmer for 8 minutes. Now that rice is done, we're going to turn off the heat, fluff the rice with a fork, recover, and completely remove this off the heat. I'm going to put it on the back burner until you're ready to serve because you don't want it to continue to cook on the bottom. Once bean mixture has cooked, we're going to add our steak, 1/4 teaspoon of both salt and pepper. Mix well. Cover. Cook for 4 minutes or preferred doneness. Dinner is ready. Time to plate. You did it. Good job. I'm going to go ahead and turn around the camera so we can chat. Thank you guys so much for joining me on tonight's dinner. It's such an honor and privilege to be able to cook with you guys. For my full content, you can find it on my YouTube channel, Minnie Salvant. For written recipes to written instructions, to all of my recipes, you can find it on www.minniemeals.com. And short form content is on my TikTok and Lemonade as Minnie Moving Mountains. Thank you so much for cooking with me. Let's move mountains together. And what should I cook next? I'll see you next time. Bye.